Breaking news for all holders of VeChain. If you're holding VeChain, this is the news story you've been waiting for. Courtesy of VeChain's official blog and their Twitter, they just announced that they will be launching VUSD, VeChain's first stablecoin. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, Web3, DeFi, and sustainability objectives can now be completed using VeChain technology. We are going to go through the entirety of this announcement because they also detail potential use cases that come along with this stablecoin. As always, guys, you know who it is. I'm Wade Teamer, and this is your Digital Hustle News. Let's get to the story. Today, VeChain announced the long-awaited VUSD after months of testing. The contract for VUSD will be going live on the mainnet in the first quarter of 2022. This launch coincides with what they refer to as their growth phase, a period where the technical maturity of products and services that they have developed over the last 5 years begins to translate into accelerating real-world adoption. Simply put, it's time for VeChain to rise like a phoenix, a notion that we have been aware of here on this channel. This isn't just going to happen with VeChain. A number of projects are also entering this growth phase. Another reason why I believe 2022 is going to be a masterful year. Now, let's continue. The stablecoin was developed by Stably, who, by the way, guys, also works very closely with Tezos, so they may very well be next in line. The onboarding will be done by Cream Finance, and issuance will be handled by Prime Trust. Prime Trust is actually a Nevada chartered trust company from the United States. This means that not only will the stablecoin be allowed to be used here in the States, but it will also be regulated. This is solidified by the presence of Stably, who is also compliant with regulatory authorities from across the globe. Another thing to mention here is that this stablecoin won't fall victim to the tether problem, which is to say that VUSD will be fully backed by physical reserves of fiat money with a one-to-one redeemability. These fiat accounts are monitored and audited by Prime Trust, the aforementioned Nevada-based company. This again lends to the validity of this new stablecoin. Now, initially, VUSD will be hosted on Stably Prime, Stably's digital platform. However, the team is working on plans to integrate a wallet directly into VeChain Thor's wallet within Q1 of 2022. Now, really quickly, guys, let me remind you what's about to happen to VeChain. I am recording this video only 4 hours after this news broke. VeChain is already up nearly 2%, okay? It was 4% at the beginning of this video, I assure you. The people who know are on this, and so are we. We all saw how hot of an issue stablecoins were in Q4 of last year. Terra's performance was largely due to it having a native stablecoin. We are about to see the exact same thing happen to VeChain over the next 12 months. Let's continue on, and you'll see why I believe this. Now, with a stablecoin also comes a myriad of use cases for that stablecoin. And the first one that they mention just so happens to line up with item number 1 on the global agenda. They state that we can imagine scenarios where cross-border payments can be made quickly and easily. Cross-border payments, ladies and gentlemen, ensuring all monies reach their target while providing an easy and accessible digital wallet for unbanked areas of the world, reducing friction and cost to reduce global remittance down to less than 1%. I'm pretty sure they have this written on a board somewhere and everybody just goes to it, just to check it on a weekly. But that means that VeChain can enter the payment sector. Okay. We are already aware of VeChain's capabilities in the field of IoT. That mostly lives with their supply chain technologies. But it's something else that can bring liquidity to VeChain at a very rapid speed. We're talking DeFi. With this stablecoin, VeChain Thor is now able to provide similar DeFi functionality to networks such as Ethereum, but with, and I like how they put this, superior architecture. They go on to say that they can do this by offering their multitask transaction function, which processes multiple transactions at once, or the fee delegation consensus, where dApp creators cover gas fees as opposed to the user, making every dApp built on VeChain essentially free to use, guys. Free to use. So, next comes the enhanced smart contract settlements. Keyword there. Now, added to their already superb supply chain technology, they can now apply payment based smart contracts that will pay suppliers in real time for their shipments. Okay. Now, lastly, this one is kind of big. It's going to bolster VeChain's presence in the sustainability conversation with the creation of circular economics, also known as a resource based economy. Google that, you'll have the best week of your life. But with VUSD, VeChain can now develop incentivized ecosystems and encourage good behavior at both the civilian and enterprise levels. One example they provide of this is DNV's low carbon ecosystem, or San Marino's recently announced sustainable development plan. Utilizing VeChain Thor, companies and countries from around the world will be able to devise entirely new ways to build out sustainable initiatives and tackle climate change. Now, again, guys, let's not forget how much money is going into climate initiatives just this month alone. Okay? We've gone over it many times when we talk about Energy Web, and it's a global thing. So it's no surprise that VeChain is definitely sitting in that conversation. Now, I like how they end this announcement, as it's another testament to the age that we are now in, that we're living in now. Okay. They state that the world is rapidly digesting and transitioning to a world governed by data, interconnectedness, and a need for near instantaneous transmission of information and value are becoming the new norm. And blockchain provides the circular layer that underpins this new digital epoch. Now, guys, VeChain is definitely, look, we're at 2% now. Told you, this thing is rallying. We know the power. We know the power of VeChain. It's definitely on my Power 42. If you watch the Elite 8 video, I told you the story. VeChain is why I'm here, guys. And I'll admit, it's been a very quiet year. It was a quiet year. After that rally, there was no other discussion about VeChain. Small developments here and there, but no real mainstream coverage. We talked about it, but it was like we were sitting in a room by ourselves. But with the addition of this stablecoin, with the addition of DeFi, if DeFi comes to VeChain, guys, we are actively watching what DeFi can do for an ecosystem in the form of crypto.com. Algorand is about to get into the DeFi space. And again, Terra, we saw how that did last year with their DeFi, including Solana. So that's what makes this so heavy, guys. So you can guarantee that I'm definitely about to increase my position on this. And it may not be something that reacts right away, but there's definitely going to be a short-term pump because of this once people find out. So that's why I'm trying to get this video to you guys as soon as possible. I know it's usually NFT Tuesday. I still got that prepared, but this was breaking. This needed to be heard. So with that being said, guys, you know what time it is. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this information with friends and family. If you're new to crypto, I have links to the most notable exchanges in the description. Using the links below supports the channel and comes with special bonuses for members of our network. For more information on the new economy, check out the playlist related to this episode on the right and our most recent episode on the left. As always, have a great day, have a prosperous day. Most importantly, we making this money. I'll see y'all in the next one.